Hello everyone and welcome to my video on why Wiglett sucks. So, you have before you the Pokemon in question, Wiglett. When you see this, what do you first think of? Why, it's a white Diglett, and you'd be right. Hence, why it's called Wiglett, White Diglett. But it is in fact not a Diglett. It has no relation to Diglett whatsoever. It is its own Pokemon, and that's why it sucks. Pokemon Nintendo Game Freak has said that this is due to convergent evolution is going to be something later on in the video. This is due to convergent evolution, which does exist in the real life of animals. Convergent evolution is a thing. However, convergent evolution is the same solution to a similar problem. So, if we take our friend Wiglett here, and we look at our friend Diglett, hello, this is Diglett, the OG mole Pokemon. A lot of similarities. They're both round, same nose, same eyes, they both dig under the ground. They even have an exact same design concept. The only difference is one is white, one is brown, one is elongated. Wiglett is just a white, elongated Diglett. And they share everything in common, except Wiglett is a water type, Diglett is a ground type, and Game Freak Nintendo has decided that these two are not related whatsoever. Which is stupid and it sucks. And this is why. This is an example of a Pokemon that they did this previously to. Vulpix. Vulpix has two different forms. The Vulpix we all grew up with, known and loved. The Fire type, Ninetale Pokemon. And this. Alolan Vulpix. Who we all have come to know and love. They look exactly the same, only one is white. And it's an ice type. Sound familiar? Wiglett! What? Are they two different types of Pokemon? Are they different entirely? No! Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix are still Vulpix. Is it convergent evolution? No! It's divergent evolution. Which is just evolution. Which is this. Two species being derived from a common ancestor, aka evolution. This is not an example of convergent evolution. It could be, but it's not. It's divergent evolution in its most earliest of stages. Now, if we use real-life terms and congruent with Pokemon terms, that means that Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix will eventually become two entirely separate species of Pokemon, which is what Nintendo is saying. Actually, scratch that. That isn't even what Nintendo is saying with Wiglett and Diglett, because they're saying it's two completely different species of Pokemon to begin with. They're saying it's convergent evolution, and I call bullshit. And here's why. Because convergent evolution does not mean that two animals or two living organisms look exactly alike. Convergent evolution means this and this alone, a similar solution to the same problem. Now, we could extrapolate that the similar problem here was how to dig on the ground. So, these two animals evolved to look almost identical. However, this is an example of a truly convergent evolution in which the two Pokemon do not look exactly alike, but have similar aspects and have evolved in a way that they are truly two different species, but have found a similar solution to the same problem. Pikachu. Pikachu has many of what we call Pikachu clones, but they are all different species. Now, our newest Pikachu clone, coming from Scarlet and Violet, along with Wiglett, Palmy, looks almost nothing like a Pikachu, but has a lot of similarities. Example: big ears, squat, fluffy, furry, cheek pouches, both electric types. Completely different species, not related at all, with a lot of similarities that don't make them look exactly the same. That is a great example of convergent evolution. Pokemon know how to do it. And I say all that to come back down to this. Convergent evolution is similar solutions to the same problem. The best example in the real life is flight. Many things have learned how to fly. Birds, bats, pterodactyls. They look nothing alike, but they all have one thing in common. They all have wings. They all learned how to fly. Bugs even. This is convergent evolution. This is laziness. This is Nintendo saying, we did it because we wanted to. And that is why Wiglett sucks. Not because it's a bad Pokemon, not because it's poorly designed, it's because it's lazy. Instead of Game Freak Nintendo actually saying, let's make convergent evolution a real thing, which we've been secretly doing for years, ever since Gen 2 with Minun and Puzzle, they said, let's make a Diglett and not make it a Diglett. They could have done it in so many different ways, and it's a letdown. It's a disappointment. And that is why Wiglett sucks.